Welcome back to Joe Stunner Boxing. Jesse Bam Rodriguez wins a unanimous decision over Israel Gonzalez. Now, two of the judges had this extremely wide, 117, 111, I think, and 118, 109. The third judge had it 114, 113 to Rodriguez. I had it 114, 113 to Gonzalez. Now, the two wide judge, I don't know what the hell they were watching. I just haven't got a clue. I can't make any comment because I haven't even got an idea. I couldn't even guess what they're watching. 114, 113 to Bam. Yeah, I get it. Okay, I can live with that. But I had it 6 rounds each, and Bam had a point off in, what was it now, the 8th, was it? Yeah, it was the 8th round. That was a very eventful round. And that made the difference to me. I thought Gonzalez won the fight, a very close fight. But 118, 109, 117, 111 is bad enough. But I just can't fathom what people watch sometimes. Look, Bam Rodriguez was coming off those two excellent wins. He jumped up 2 weight divisions to take, I think, at a week's notice, a fight with Cuadras, and picked up the WBC super-flyweight belt. I'm a massive fan of his. I think the kid's a special talent. He's only 22. I always say, he's born this century. That makes some of us feel very old. Then he fought Srisakat Sorongvasai. This is all happening in 2022, by the way. He fought Sorongvasai, stopped him in 8 rounds. That's a terrific result, even though Sorongvasai may have seen better days. To dominate the guy and stop him. 2 fantastic back-to-back wins, put the kid on the map. And this fight, Israel Gonzalez, this was his 4th attempt at a world title. He lost, I think, 4 times previously. One of them was a stoppage to Joe Ankasas, I think. Yeah, so he was he wasn't fancied to beat Bam, but he's still a world-class operator, and this was his 4th world title fight. He'd gone the distance with Roman Gonzalez, Chocolatito. He'd actually lost to Cal Yafai as well, which I hadn't realised until I looked at BoxRec before I did this video. And he's a good fighter. He's a very good fighter. He's a busy fighter. He doesn't have particularly heavy hands. He's got 28 wins with 11 knockouts. But he wasn't expected to do anything against Bam. And he did. I mean, I gave him the first 4 rounds. I honestly did. I just thought, yeah, he was missing with a lot of punches, but he was landing a lot. And Bam just wasn't doing anything in the first half of the fight. Bam did virtually nothing in this fight. In the first half of the fight, he came on very strong. In the second half, he's got heavy hands. Bam's a southpaw. Gonzalez is orthodox. But Gonzalez was just outworking him in some of these rounds. He was coming back. He was getting clipped sometimes, but he was coming back. Flurries, lots of punches. Punch to the body, punch to the head. When Bam let his hands go, he was very effective. He landed the heavier punches by far. But I just felt that Gonzalez was pinching some of these rounds, or a lot of these rounds. Now, in the 8th round, there was a big... well, it was weird because it was a 2-point round for Gonzalez, and yet it was a horrible round for him because there was a head clash. He opened up a cut above his eye. I think it was his left eye, and there was a bit of a timeout. Then there was a low blow, which put him on the floor. Gonzalez on the floor. Then there was another low blow, and the referee took a point off Bam. So the poor sod Gonzalez was getting beaten up, legally and illegally. But he had a 2-point round. But it did take something out of him because that was the 8th round. I think Gonzalez it took him a round or 2. He's still throwing punches. It took him a round or 2 to recover, if he did recover. And Bam Rodriguez was coming on strong. Now, in the 10th round, there was a controversy because there was another low blow. It was a low blow. It was definitely a low blow. And Gonzalez went down. Now, the referee didn't do anything. Kenny Bayless it was. He said, get up, get up, get up. And then he didn't indicate that it was a low blow, even though it was. I mean, the replay showed it was. he just let the fight continue, and it was a weird one because if he didn't acknowledge it as a low blow, then it should have been a knockdown. And I think one of the commentators said to Kenny Bayliss between the 10th and 11th rounds, was that a low blow? And he said no. If it wasn't a low blow, it should have been, should have been a knockdown. Should have been a 2-point round for Bam. But anyway, the fight continued. Bam, I thought, again, the heavier hands, definitely won the second half of the fight, but it's not, you don't judge a fight on the second half of a fight, you judge it over the full 12 rounds. And without question, most of the first 6 rounds were won by Israel Gonzalez. So again, I had it 114, 113 to Gonzalez, but the point taken off being the difference. Okay, you can argue that that was a controversial score because Bam should have maybe had a count in his favour in that controversial 10th round. But again, I get back to this 118, 109, 117, 111. What are they looking at? The third judge, 114, 113 to Bam. No, yeah, okay, no problem. One, maybe, I don't know, maybe by a couple of points, but not by, bloody hell, I mean, not by 9 points. Not even by 6 points. It's just ludicrous. But anyway, Bam retains his WBC super flyweight title. He's a terrific talent, a really terrific talent. Got a feel for Jesse Rodriguez. What am I talking about? Got a feel for Israel Gonzalez. Jesse Bam Rodriguez goes on onwards and upwards. Still only 22. Massive talent. You got to make a case for him being the fighter of the year, really, when you think about it. When you think of the quality of the opposition and what he's achieved, it's tremendous. But poor old Gonzalez, that's his 4th world title fight, 4 defeats. He's only 25. Maybe he can get another one and win it finally. I wish him well because those judges' scorecards are a bloody disgrace. But anyway, did you see the fight? What did you think? It was a bit of a weird one. It wasn't a particularly entertaining fight, but it was plenty to discuss. What did you think? What did you think of the result? What did you think of the knockdown that wasn't? What did you think of the point taken off? What did you think of all of it? Leave your comments below. I love reading them. Thanks for your time, as always. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. We got Golovkin, Canelo 3 coming up in a moment. I'm sure you're watching it. I know I'm going to be, and I'm going to be reviewing it. So take care of yourselves. Check in next time. Much love to you.